What is up, gamers? Steve from Pickpocket Press, and today I've got the second part of my example solo session. So last time the party started out in, and I'll put the link down below for the part 1 video, but basically the party started in the fortified tavern here on the river, and they travelled by boat sort of up around here. I think to the, no, wait, where is it? To this bend here, disembarked there. Actually, let me just double check. I'm trying to remember what went on. So, day 1, that's right, it was raining when they left. Oh, that's right, there was some kind of pirate attack wreckage here, and they found a potion. That's right, when they dug around in the debris from the wreck. So, they've got a potion as a result of that. Then they disembarked here and travelled a couple of days down to the Riddermound, which is the adventure I'm doing, which is a Dragonbane adventure, of course. This map's Dragonbane. The adventure's Riddermound from Dragonbane, which is somewhere in this location here. And yeah, so the party sort of spent most of the first day traveling by boat. They found the wreckage, disembarked. Then what happened? Then we had there was some fog that rolled in. The rain was a bit lighter, but it got foggy. And then that's right, Yord, the Barbarian, ended up eating some bad berries and went twitchy for a while. As a toxin effect. Twitchy to the end of the next day. And that's right, there was some wyverns, so they had to outrun, because obviously this is a second level party. There was no chance of fighting off 3 wyverns. And luckily they did escape. Then into day 3, the rain stopped. Okay. That's right, there was 14 cyclopes who were passing by. We managed to avoid them. And then there were some ogres at night. Yes. And there was a battle. Well, the ogres were drinking and confused. They thought they'd wandered into their own camp, but it was our guys' camp, and they ambushed them, basically drove them off. But importantly, that's right, there was an extra, anyway, we'll just have to, I don't have a sheet for him, but there was a captive, Bok, the Barbarian, who the party freed. Yeah, that's right, and he was a exile from his party because he was a madman or something. We'll say that he's a madman, that'll do. That was the card I think we drew. Yeah, that's right. And so they can't, that's right, the language is not good. They can't actually speak to him very well, but he's happy to stay with them for the moment as a thank you, I suppose, for rescuing him from the ogres. So that was day 3, and we are into basically day 4. And that was the point, we stopped at the point where the party had reached Riddermound. So just as a reminder, they're there for the riches, I remember that. But so it's an unholy place with huge stones rising into the sky, named after a dark knight who was chained by the gods when the world was young. They say he was buried alive, along with his family, his servants, and all his riches. That's right, okay. So the party's here for the treasure, of course. Right, so they're here. So we actually don't need this overland map anymore, not for the moment, because they've arrived at their location. I'll just put that to one side. And we have, so just as a reminder who the party is, we've got Neberchek the Golden, who is the magic user, and they're all level 2, if I didn't mention that already. Yord Stonebark, the dwarf barbarian, and Lucius the Wanderer, who is our bard. And now I've cheated a little bit just for the purpose of this video. I've gone and found the map and enlarged it a bit, just so hopefully it comes up a bit better so you can see what's going on. These are obviously the characters: barbarian, magic user, bard. And so yeah, the way I usually do this is I try and, as I'm playing through these solo mode, I only read as much as I need to, and then just sort of go forward in increments. And look, sometimes, for want of a better word, I'll get spoilers, which is little bit inevitable. Not always, but I mean, I don't really think of it as spoilers in the sense that when I'm running these, because I'm mixing in oracles and random tables and things, you know, and also the Dragonbane adventures, one thing that is nice in them is they have they always have these random event tables for you, so you can spice things up. But yeah, I tend to treat this as just what is in here that has been written by the author is just a draft. I mean, this is stuff that may happen. This is stuff that might unfold, but it could easily branch off into something completely different, or whatever if there's some kind of plot in this adventure with cultists or something, whatever, I could bypass that completely playing it solo. I wouldn't know. It just depends on which rooms I go into, which characters I interact with, and so it might not work out at all like what is written in here, but hopefully still nevertheless, a fun adventure that with twists and surprises, as far as I'm concerned. Actually, one of the really fun things that I found when you're doing solo, and especially playing through existing adventures, is that at the end, I always go back and read through the whole adventure. So afterwards, I read it. And it's like, and sometimes it's really funny to see what was intended and what I got out of it. It can be quite different. And so, for example, there was one adventure where, I don't know, this main NPC was a cultist. I had no clue. When I played through, he wasn't. But when I came back and read it, I was like, holy shit, that guy was one of the cultists. Okay, anyway. So you get these. So you get to be surprised when you play it. And then when you read it back later, you get to be surprised again. Anyway, it's a nice little, it's a fun thing to do. Anyways, okay, enough jabber from me about that. So, yeah, not sure exactly how this will work because normally I'd read a little bit. I try and read not too far, and then I just kick off, and they'll turn up and they'll start investigating the first location. So there might be a little bit of editing because I don't want to. It might be a bit weird me just reading to myself. So we will see how it goes now. I don't think I want to watch. I don't want to read any of that. I can't really tell. I don't like this situation thing. We'll just skip that, and we're just going to go straight to the locations. So the party has. This is going to be the party. Located the mound, so this circle of stones, which we knew from the rumor about huge stones rising into the sky. So they found the location. They're outside this circle of stones, and they need to decide what to do. So the first thing. The first thing we're going to do is that because Neberchek is a magic user, he can try and sense magic. Use an action to make an arcane lore check to detect magic, so he's going to try and do that. Oh, 20. So, terrible failure. Will we use a reroll for that? Yeah, I think we will. I don't really want a terrible failure on my hands just yet. 11, that's a success. So, if there's anything magical in there, he will have sensed it, and we'll also do who's got decent. So this, they're obviously looking to see if there's any signs of any traps around here, or I don't know, any little creatures hiding behind these mounds, something like that. So somebody will be making a detection check. Perception detection, not this guy. Yep. Lucius is actually pretty good at it. And he has detection as well. 8. Yep, okay. So he gets a... Okay, that's quite a good check. So, alright, now let's see what's in there. So the burial mound, a hill crowned by tall standing stones, rises in a glade in the middle of the forest. The place is strangely quiet. However, you notice a faint but ominous odour. A putrid stench, like that of rotten vegetables. Okay, the stone slab there, we can obviously see that. Alright, it's been slightly moved from its original position, and there's a small gap, so you can see a cavity underneath it. So we'll say that Lucius spots that this has been moved and there's some kind of cavity underneath. Tracks and droppings, clear footprints can be seen in the grass. Oh, right, okay. So we need a wilderness law check. Let's see, that we'll have Yord do that. Yes, he makes it. Great success. So he can tell that there's been some wolf droppings. Now, and goblin excrement. I guess, yeah, righto. Okay, goblins, possibly. The odour is coming from the latter. Ah, alright, so this is actually a 5. Is a great success for Yord. So he can tell the difference between wolf poop and goblin poop. Alright, so that's highly suspicious. Okay, well, so anyways, doesn't seem to be any traps. They move into this area. They will inspect the shaft, which is area 2. An underground shaft opens beneath the stone slab. No bottom can be seen. A musty smell of stale air and dried up corpses rises from the depths. Alright. Well, it sounds like it's pretty dark down there, so someone's going to have to get their torch out. Diddly-dee, who's got one? Lucius has. Yeah, he's got a one-handed weapon, so he will be using the torch. Okay, yep, so that's right. So Lucius has got the torch in his offhand, he's got his spear one-handed in his other hand. Two-handed, yeah, that's a bit of a pain. Great axe, that's two-handed. Oh, Neberchek could be using the torch, actually. No, for the moment we'll leave it with Lucius. Okay. So Lucius got the torch. So, okay, torch. Which I think burns for now. Okay. If my voice goes funny now, it's because I'm turned off to the left here to just look up torches in my book. Light sources. Torch burns for 1 hour. Close area. Okay. Oops. So 1 hour. Okay. And then how many other torches have we got? One here and one here. Okay, we do have a couple. That's all right. Okay, so basically, it's going to be hard to sneak up on whatever might be down there because we've got the light now, but there's not much we can do about that. The party, so I guess Lucius puts his torch, puts it in there, shoves it in to try and see a bit better about what's down the shaft. Long fall, it is 5 meters to the bottom of the shaft. Acrobatics, okay. Check to climb down, or you can just roll. Use a rope. So this says a rope gives a boon to the roll. If you're using a rope, I'm not rolling. They just, automatically make their way down. Oh, you can drop it down. Okay. Well, it's only 5 meters, which is roughly not exactly times 3, 15 feet. Anyway, it's all within a close range. So when he shines his torch down there, he can see that towards the bottom, there's a vaulted earthen cave with some kind of doorway in the north wall. Oh, well, that's really this. Anyway, wouldn't be able to see that from there, but okay, he can see the floor. He can see that the floor is tiled. It's not just rough earth. So 15 feet, that's not very far. Have we got rope? I mean, geez. Whoops! So, I just went with the starting character stuff, and one of the things that they don't necessarily start with is some rope. Okay then, well, they'll have to climb down, but I mean, are they really likely? 15 feet, you can have someone, reach over the edge, you hold onto their arm, they lower you down, so you probably get, I don't know how far down, but you could get a fair way down with their help, and then you just need to climb the last little bit. I don't actually reckon there's any real danger to this bit. I think they can just, basically climb down. Oh, we'll roll. All right. I don't want any sprained ankles at the start, but okay. So when I roll, I'm just going to go left to right like this. So actually, Lucius is going to be at the front. He's got the torch. I guess I should put a thing on that. All right, so Lucius has got the light. Well, we'll just put it there next to him. So he's going first, and then we'll have the wizard, and then we'll have Barbarian. Okay. All right. Oh, So, so it's going to be like this. Okay. That's a fail on Yord. 7. Makes it. It's got to make it. You know what? I'm going to give him advantage because they're only climbing like 10 feet. Something like that. It's not very far. Makes it. Okay. Everybody makes it. All right. Climb down into this area here. So they go down the hatch into area 3. Yoink. Okay. Antechamber. A dome-shaped chamber with a floor of beaten earth. In the darkness far above, the opening to the surface looks like a faintly glowing square. In the north wall is a set of double oak doors with iron fittings. A silvery symbol stretches across both doors, which are flanked by statues of knights in antiquated armor. Okay. So I see, there's two knight statues here. Here's the doors. Otherwise, large chamber. Okay, so Neberchek is going to try and sense magic again, since there's this silvery symbol stretches across both doors. Let's go. 13 makes it. So if that's magical, he will sense that. Otherwise, I guess Lucius will look for traps with his... He has got traps and locks. Perfecto perception. 11, so he'll succeed on that. If there is something. So So they're both approaching these two carefully. Barbarian's back here. You know, a little bit wary. Doesn't like magic after all. And these two move forward to inspect the door. Now... Actually, one thing I just mentioned in Tales of Argosa, we do have something called the dungeon event under the exploration section. And so you can either basically track it like a tally, and when it reaches 6, you can roll in the dungeon event table, and that's sort of, almost traditional OSR style where you take things in 10-minute turns and everybody does something and that's a turn and then tick over to the next turn. Or I've got optionally, if that's too much bookkeeping for your liking, instead just consult the bones, which is this yes/no oracle, from time to time, primarily when the characters draw attention to themselves, or they're being overly indecisive, or there's a natural lull in the adventure. Then you just roll and see if you get a dungeon event. And for this particular, so there are some kind of random events already built into this adventure, so I'll use these instead of the ones that are in the underground table for Toa. And by Toa I mean Tales of Argosa. Okay, so alright, so that's what they're going to do. They sense magic, look for traps. That's on the statues and the door. I think that's okay. Yeah, we'll just use one roll for both. Okay, so what do we got? Alright. So the door is already slightly ajar. Okay. So this door is already partly open. Alright, and on the door is a stylized crown from the ancient time when the Misty Vale was ruled by a mighty dragon worshipping kingdom. So, with his bardic lore, 14, intelligence 9, that's still good. Oh wait, charisma check, sorry. Yes, that is very good. So actually he does know that legend. So Lucius explains about the symbolism of the silvery symbol. Tracks there are lots of footprints and drag marks. Okay. Alright. Aha! Vampiric bats. A cauldron of vampiric bats hangs in clusters from the chamber's ceiling. Detecting them, needs a roll. Okay, we did the roll. Okay, we'll do their stealth check. 17. No. We got a lot better than that, so that's probably a fail, in fact, for the bats. So as the party comes in, the light's shining light around, etc. They notice these bats. Up above, a Cauldron of vampiric bats hangs in clusters. Is that the plural for bats? Is it cauldron? It's not an actual cauldron. All right, and there's some kind of dagger here in the dirt with some poison on it. All right, so they haven't noticed the dagger yet because they were looking at the door, being careful with that. They probably would have noticed the bats up on the ceiling. I feel like you're coming down here with a torch. The bats are going to notice them. I don't think you can sneak past them. So let's roll. Now, I need to find some kind of equivalent. I think I can probably we'll use the rat swarm, but they're, bats. They're flying rats, basically. All right, so we're going to treat that as a rat swarm. Now, let's do the reaction roll first. Let's roll it in here so we can see what's going on. 6. 2 to 6. 6 to 8 is threatening. Okay. All right. So the bats are making these nasty screeching noises, I suppose, as the party start moving around and looking around. The bats don't like it. Oh my gosh, I've got to remember, we've also got, we've also got Bok, who was hit points, he had 8. I remember he had willpower of 8. I haven't rolled his other stats yet. But we'll just say he's got AC 11, he's going to be +1. I guess they just give me dagger for now. This is going to be dagger. It's going to be D4. Let's just roll his strength, because it might matter. Oh, 14, nice. Strength 14, let's do his perception as well in case he needs to throw it. 9. So that's actually not too bad. So it's actually +2. Oh yeah, sorry, D4 +1. Okay. Alright, he stabs someone with a dagger. So, yeah, we've got Bok, who is our extra guy. I have to remember we've got him. Alright, I'm just going to use this little dwarf picture for Bok, even though he's not a dwarf. But anyways, just so I remember that we've got him. Okay. The party, well, Lucius could, he can tell he's disturbing the bats with his light. He can sort of, he moves the torch away so it doesn't hopefully annoy them too much, block it with his body as much as he can. And I think we'll do a, charisma check at disadvantage. I'll say it's a disadvantage to try and convince the bats, I suppose, that but they're vampire bats as well. So I think, but on the other hand, there are obviously some goblins coming because there's footprints and all this stuff. So the vampire bats aren't always attacking everybody. So there is some chance that they might be able to sort of just move past them without causing a massive ruckus. So I think we'll do a charisma check at disadvantage and then we'll see what we will see. Yep, okay. 19, okay. Well, that's shit. So, the vampire bats attack. That's all we're going to say. All right, let's just kick off with a combat. So, there's a vampire bat swarm. Let's see. All right. Well then, let's go to initiative. Okay. Nobody's surprised. One player rolls for initiative. So we will. Who is our quickest guy? Looks like it is Neberchek. So, right. Well, Neberchek. Oh, 18. That's a fail. The monsters go first. So the swarm flies down, and I think it's gonna focus on these two because these two are at the door. Swarm comes in. Boom. And attacks both of these. So we'll just roll both of these and we'll go left to right. Oh, so 11 plus 2, 13 on Neberchek. That is a hit. So D6. Oh, okay, only 1 damage. That's pretty nice. Now, plus disease. So at the end of the combat, yeah, after the combat, anyone injured makes a luck con save or they suffer a disease. Right, so I have to remember that he might have a disease. Okay. And then look at this. On Lucius, a 1 in Toa, a 1 means that the person you attack gets to make a free attack against you. Miss. Okay, all right. So that's the creature's go. Now it's their go. Well, Lucius will go first. He just swipes it, tries to spear some with his spear. Yes, that's a hit. D6 plus 1. Does 4 damage. Now, that's right, I've got to roll this thing's hit points. 2 hit dice. Oh, well, it's only got 6 hit points. Okay, but it's taking half damage because it's a weapon attack, so it's down to 4. Okay, Neberchek will also swing at one with his sword. 17, hit. Damage is... Actually, that's only 1 because it's halved. Round down. Then Yord will get in there. So he moves in to make his attack. Oh, misses. Air swing by. Distracted by all the bats. Bok, get in there. No, hopeless. Everybody's getting in each other's way. All right, so they're all basically around the swarm now. So next round. Now each round, someone different has to roll for the initiative check. So I think we're going to go with... I guess we'll go with Yord. Why not? It's basically the same. He's using his axe, not his dagger, so it's a 10... 12, no. So the swarm goes again. Gets attacks against everybody in melee range, so let's go on Bok first. Oh, Shizer, 19. Nat 19. So that is, for sure. So for a swarm, overwhelmed. Luck, strength, or dex save, or helpless for 1d3 rounds. So he's overwhelmed by all the bats. They just want to pin him down. Oh my god, he actually saves, because a 2, his luck save will be something like 5. So he does make his save. Oh no, sorry. Took it off, didn't. Here it is. Bok. So his luck is going to be 10. And now it's 9. Oh no. Sorry. Okay, his luck is normally 4. It's now down to 3. Can't believe you made it. Okay. Alright, so he gets, he's just pinned down by all these bats, but he manages to roll over and kick them away. Get them away long enough that he can stand back up. So he's not overwhelmed. But, of course, he takes his d6 damage. Okay, 4. Oh, well. What did he have? He was not actually full. I remember he was a little bit... It's 6 or something? 6, yes. So he was on 6, he's now on 2. Okay. He's not looking well. All right, and the other 3, we're just going to go left to right. So that's a miss. Oh, shit, it's a critical hit on Neberchek, and 11 plus 2, 13. It's also a hit on Lucius. So let's do Lucius. Well, we're rolling here. 4 damage. Okay, Lucius down to 13. And critical on Neberchek, which just means maximum damage. So 6. He's already been hit, so he's going to have to save for disease. So is he. So is he. And actually that's... Yeah, okay. That's pretty much it. So... No. Now it's their go. Right, so, Bok. Come on. What are they on? 3. Let's get rid of these bloody bats. He tries to get one with his dagger. Plus 2, yes he does. D4 plus 1. 2 damage. Not ideal. Half because it's a weapon. Yord. Let's go. Oh my god, miss. Oh wait, 5. No. Easily miss. Okay. Miss, come on, boys. Oh! That's a 5, isn't it? Okay, miss. All right, so there's just the fluttering of the wings and the biting and the snapping, screeching. Alas, no hits. All right, next round. Lucius, let's go. Initiative 10. Jesus, no. All right, the monster goes again. So, bloody hell, I feel like we're in a slight bit of trouble already. We've only just started. It's a bloody bunch of bats. Okay, we're just going to go left to right. This is a miss. Miss. Hit. Miss. Oh, so Neberchek is copping it big time. Damage 5. Oh, he's down to 1. Okay, now, come on, party. Bok. Let's go. Yes. Jeez. Anyway, well, that's enough because they were down 1. Okay, so at 0, they split into 2. There are now 2 swarms, but they're at half hit points. So instead of 6, they've got 3 hit points each. Okay. 2 swarms. So I guess they sort of separate out like this. That's all we'll say kind of happens when they take down the first swarm. All right. Now, Barbarian. Oh, that's a miss. Neberchek. That is a miss and a miss. So this is very unfortunate indeed. The dice are not with us, my friends. Okay, Bok. Now, we need to know his intelligence and his dex, actually. So his int is 11, pretty good. And his dexterity is 11, okay. So his initiative, therefore, is 11. That's actually pretty good. All right, let's go, Bok. Yes, right. Bok. Oh, we'll just roll across, I guess. Miss. Right. Yord hits. Thank goodness. Damage. Yep, he destroys that swarm. Okay, he cuts down the last few, or a number of the bats, and they sort of retreat. Effectively fly back up into the stalactites at the top of the cavern, and flee from the combat. And then we have, this is a miss, and Lucius hits. So let's see, what's he got? The spear, that's right. Ah, dear. Well, that's half to 1, so okay. All right. So next round. Now, I think because, there are morale rules in Toa, but I think swarms, they're special. There's just made up of, and it's an animal. So currently, I think, I think when you destroy the swarm, you're not really killing all of them anyway. There's still a lot of them, but they just decide to retreat and fly away. So we're going to keep going. All right. So take out some of these. It's getting a bit crowded in there. All right. So we're rolling back to Neberchek, initiative check. Yes, 14, they do go first. Okay, you can go left or right. So they'll all converge on this one. That's a miss. That is a miss from Yord. Neberchek hits. Yep, okay. Even at half, I think. Yes, that does finally finish the swarm. Okay, not too bad, I suppose. Aha, so they managed to kill enough of the bats that they fly back away. They licking their wounds, and now we've got to do 3 saves to see if anyone has ended up with a disease. So luck con save. Yep. So Bok has got a disease. Neberchek currently does have a disease, and so does Lucius. So, do we want to use the rerolls? Yeah, we'll use them. Because we'll take a short rest after this and hopefully get them back, but we will see. So, left to right again. 8. So he makes it. All right. So he's not diseased. That is good. And this is a 1. This is a Dragonbane die. That's a 1. So he also makes it. Oh, his luck is down to 8. So Lucius has had to use his luck up a fair bit so far. Okay. All right. Okay, but basically, they drive off the vampiric bat swarm. Remember, get some XP for that later on. No treasure, of course. And right, so after that, so that would obviously be a bit loud. There'd be the banging, screeching, crying out when people are hit in pain. So at this moment, I don't know if there are other, because there seems like there might be goblins floating around. If, there's every chance that they would, I would think, come and investigate. Just looking at this map, there are not even doors. Well, there's this door, but it's ajar. I don't know. There's a pretty good chance something would come in and have a look. So what we'll do is we'll roll on the random event table after this, but the first thing that they do is withdraw back to towards this side of the cavern, just to bind their wounds with bandages and things, and they'll do a short rest. So, all right, Bok number 1. He succeeds on. I should do it in here because you can't see it. Succeeds on 1, so we get half his damage restored. Let's see, so that's 3, so he goes back up to 5. Not wounded. Yord has done no luck. His luck is the same. His rerolls the same. His hit points are the same. He's untouched. All right, Neberchek. What's his willpower? 9. Shiza. Currently, no dice. So he's going to... Lucius helps him bind those wounds, gives him bardic inspiration so that he does succeed on 1 at least. So get back half his damage. So that is 12, 6. So he gets back to 7, which is not ideal, but it's okay. All right, and then Lucius makes it on 1, I assume. Yeah, 1. Okay. So, the Inspired Greatness is just so, I reckon it's just so helpful he's going to get that back. So he's on no rerolls, and so is... All right, you know what that means? It means Yord's got to take the lead. That's what it means. All right, he didn't get the disease either. Oh, but he did. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to change this around a bit. It's going to be like this. Well, it's just going to be like this now. So this is the order. So, oh, no, but he can't. Oh, yes, well, no, I guess it's okay. So he'll take the light. He's shining it forward for the Barbarian. Should we do that? Wait. Well, anyway, yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. So, torch. So currently, well, we'll just say that the torch is passed from, so Lucius doesn't have the torch now. It's going to be an extra torch that Neberchek's got. Okay. Neberchek's got the torch. Okay, so he's got the light. All right, now, disease. Let's quickly do that. What is it? It is a D12. 1. So Bok has got pink scab palsy. Now, what does it do? Oh, well, it takes 24 hours to appear, so it might not matter for the purpose of this adventure. 1d6 dex and strength loss, half movement. Okay, it's actually quite bad. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to cure. Okay, to pass. I mean, assuming you fight it off with a con check. Okay, but I mean, it may not matter for present purposes very much. Okay. All right. So now, parties have bandaged their wounds. They move up. Now, I don't know. No, so it seems like there's nothing in here about those knight statues, so I just assume they're normal statues. I mean, they'd have a bit of a look at them. You know, they don't see any treasure, push them around a little bit, nothing, no secret doors, etc. Now, there is a goblin. There's a dagger hidden here. I think they've just missed it. There's a fight. They're concerned about the door and things. They miss the dagger and just move through into 7. So what they will do, though, is they'll listen at the end of this door, outside the edge of this door. And I guess they can peek through as well, so they might be able to see something in 7. Let's have a look. Guardhouse. A small room with a floor of beaten earth. The flickering light of a torch streams through a black iron portcullis in the far wall. Right up here. Okay. Yeah, I see it. It's a portcullis there. All right. So some light coming in through there. 2 mummified guards with rusted chainmail and long spears flank the barred gate. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see. So there's 2 mummy-like figures there. So that sounds bad. Okay. And then obviously there's these corridors off to left and right. So by peeking through there, they can see that there's some kind of light filtering through. I guess they would see these mummy-like creatures. They wouldn't hear anything by the sounds of it. So can't hear anything interesting. So, I mean, they just push their way through, you know, they open up the door a bit more, move into here. So I don't know what this, oh, 4. Hang on. So mound tunnels, a dark, damp tunnel through the packed earth that branches off in different directions. The air is chilly and filled with musty smells. Slithering roots, worms and centipedes are hanging like stalactites from the ceiling and make the ground slippery. Okay. So the ground's a bit dodgy. Random event. Roll d12. So I sort of thought that when I saw these 4s, I went, oh, this is random event. This is a random event thing, because this is many of the Dragonbane adventures are like this, where in corridors and stuff there'll be a number, and it's a trigger for you to roll on the random event table, which I like actually. Well, I mean, it's not bad. And this just tells you where the other openings are. Okay, all right. So basically, when they move into here, and considering we just had the fight, etc., I think when they move in, as they start to move into here, we will roll for a random event. So, doesn't actually say what the roll is. It probably does in the main rules, but I don't know what it is. So we are just going to use the consult the bones. So I think we're just going to make it even chance. There's some kind of random encounter. No, there is not. So these two cancel out. The yes and the no. We're left with a no. So there is no. So despite the battle, luckily for the party, no random encounter when they first move into this area. Or I should say, yeah, well, in Toa, there would be the potential for a dungeon event, which includes random encounters, but could also be other things like clues or some piece of lore through a fresco or something, or warning signs of nearby danger. There's different things it could be, but we're just going to use the Dragonbane random encounters for this one. Unless they become too boring, in which case we'll switch, but we'll do that for now. Okay, so move into here. So they see the light, they see the mummies. Let's do the... Neberchek will take a minute again to try and detect magic. Yes, he does. So if there's any magic, if these are animated mummies, he should detect that. And otherwise, I guess the party at this point, they will douse their own torch, because there's torchlight coming through here. Yep. Because they want to be a bit sneaky about it. So actually they would have done that. So when they peek through here and see this torchlight's there, they would have put their own torch out and just slowly opened this door, snuck in. Luckily no random encounter. Keep moving up. Okay, and then we're at the sort of mummy area. So let's see what we've got here. So as they approach, they can see that the barred door is completely rusted out and impossible to open. Okay. So this is a dead end, unless someone has to try and break it down. The mummified guards do not come alive. Okay, and the rusty chainmail crumbles if it is touched, but each guard has a long spear. So that sort of suggests that the long spears do not crumble. But, I mean, if your chainmail's crumbling, surely your wooden spear is going to crumble. So I reckon... Because it would have been nice to give Bok a spear rather than a dagger, but I think this soul just crumbles, and so that's no good. So the party probably would... Well, once they sense that there's no magic, these things are not alive, they probably do poke at them a bit, and the gear just disintegrates, it sounds like. Random event, roll d12 on the table. All right, if you hang around here, okay. All right, that's another thing that Dragonbane does, is that if you linger anywhere, and I do like this mechanic, you check for a random event. Oh, it's a d12. And on a 7+, nothing happens. So it's just, you know, this is your classic random encounter. This is your classic time pressure mechanic. So the party just doesn't sit there and, you know, check for everything, take long rests in the middle of your dungeon, because you would need to be rolling random encounters all the time. So that'll keep them moving. Okay. But I think just exploring just poking around in those mummified remains is not going to take very long, since the gear just basically disintegrates. You'd be able to see that it doesn't look in good nick, I think, if it's that. Oh yeah, rusty chainmail. Okay. So really, what they're most interested in is what's innate, and so they can see the torchlight, Ladies' Hall. A small room with an oak table in the middle and burning torches on the walls. A mummified woman in gilded chainmail is sitting at the far end. A mummified woman in gilded chainmail is sitting at the far end of the table. An iron-fitted oak door behind the mummy bears an ancient symbol in glittering silver. So that is very interesting. So I see, yep, so I can see it's like a chair or something here. This is the mummified lady, I suppose. Here's the door to something beyond. An ancient symbol in glittering silver. Okay, so this looks nice, right? We're looking here. Is this... Now, I'm just going to read a little bit ahead, because if this mummy is, if this is an actual mummy, animated mummy, and it's moving, the party would be able to see that through this portcullis. So let's just have a little bit of a look. She guards the entrance. Yeah, so there's an animated mummy in here. There's an actual undead. So I think that they'd be able to see from here. Now, it doesn't really say, for example, if the mummy comes alive when you first enter or whatever, but okay, we'll do a perception check. That's what we'll do. I assume that sometimes, she moves around or whatever. So we'll just see if anybody can tell. Perception, yeah, there's a few successes there. So they can tell that this mummy, well, actually, the other thing is, I guess Neberchek could do his magical sense magic ability. Yes, succeed. Okay, they can tell this mummy is an undead, unlike these ones. The portcullis is rusted. You can't get through there unless we break it down. I reckon that they probably could give it a go. Now, it doesn't actually say... Well, actually, what it says is that you cannot go through there. Impossible. Okay. All right. So basically, in the adventure, they want you to go around one way or the other. But let me think about this. So we do have a potion of phasing form. 50% mischance. So this suggests to me that you phase in and out of existence. So Yord could drink the potion, phase in and out temporarily, pass through there and get into this area. Although you'd have to leave the rest of the party behind, so probably not a good plan. No, let's not do that. Okay. Well, then I think we could try... No. Okay. So apparently we can't bust it down. We're not going to. We'll go left or right. So... Okay, at this point, the party will be listening again and trying to listen down either of these corridors to see if they can hear anything coming from either way. So for 5, or looking for tracks and things, because there's a little bit of a suggestion of goblins and so on. So let's see. Servant's Crypt. It doesn't sound like there's anything in there. I'm just having a sort of half look at it. And in 6... Family Crypt. Plundered by goblins. Okay. So, this has been plundered by goblins. That means there's going to be a lot of tracks going this way. So I think the party would be like, well... Okay, so I think if there's a lot of tracks going this way and no tracks really going this way, the party, if they're being cautious, they're probably going to... Well, I don't know. So you might think there are going to be goblins down here, so you would go the other way. I think that is what they would do. So they'll head this way. Now 4, we've got to roll for a random encounter. So let's say that this time it is likely. Right, okay. So these two cancel out. Yes, there is an encounter, and skull is some kind of misfortune. Okay, all right. So here's a random encounter. Let's see. Looks like it's 1d6 will do it. 5. Restless spirits. Translucent figures with twisted faces come floating from the shadows, assaulting the player characters with shrieks and screams. Well, that does not sound good. The characters must roll against will to resist fear. Okay. Once servants of the Dragon Knight's household, the spirits are attracting their master to the Barrow White, who arrives after D3 rounds. The fuck? What? Okay. So basically we're going to roll for fear. If I treat it as Glimpse the True Gods, if you fail your luck will save, you flee for 2d6 minutes. But so I guess that means you would leave. They'd leave the barrow, which would be a pretty short adventure. So what we'll do, well, I guess we'll roll and we'll find out. Okay, let's see. So we're going to left or right. Oh dear. Okay, so currently we have got Bok is going to fail. Neberchek fails. Oh wait, he gets advantage on mental attacks. So wait, makes it nice. Makes it 5 and 1. Okay, that's not too bad. So okay, I guess we can do it as that. So basically, Bok, who was our barbarian friend, with all the ghosts shrieking and so on, loses his shit and flees. So back through here, up to the entryway here, and climbs back up. And maybe he waits for him at the top. I don't know. But basically, what makes things simpler anyway for the purpose of the adventure. So, Bok, you coward! He flees for 2 to 6 minutes. So actually, if they get into trouble later, maybe he'll turn up later. Oh, 4 minutes. That's not too bad. Anyway, he's certainly shaken, and so we will remove him for now. Okay, but the other 3 succeed, though their luck is dropping rapidly. 7, that's so bad. Oh, Yord had to actually use some luck, that's interesting, and down at 8 for Neberchek. So, not looking terribly good. All right, they move through. Now, what was the other thing? And plus, the Barrow White who arrives D3 rounds, C event 4, White. Shit. So, the what? Okay. Well, I mean, let's say they get to see what's in 5 before that happens. Servant's Crypt. A dark and damp chamber, dug out burial niches, cover the walls from floor to ceiling. Broken skeletons, moulded rags, and shards of crushed pottery can be seen all over the place. Shards of crushed pottery. So, okay. It says the crypt has clearly been vandalized by grave robbers. So what, the goblins? Look, there's another portcullis. What? Oh, way up here? There's a portcullis that blocks the way into the hall. A broken key is stuck in it. It's impossible to unlock. It is armor rating 10, but alright, you can bash this one down. Okay. Alright, such noise will attract the Barrow White. Okay. Hiding behind skeletal remains in one of it is a hyperventilating goblin named Grub. Okay. Oh, so there's a goblin hidden in here. Alright. Random event if you muck around. Okay. Alright then. So, well, I mean, they have to go in through here. Now, as they start to look around here, so before they have any chance of finding Grub, if they do find him, who's hiding, it sounds like the Barrow White is supposed to appear. So, the White has been disturbed by a character and attacks, is partly immaterial. It can pass through closed portcullises and doors, requires an action to do so, retreats to its tomb in area 9. Oh shit. Here, okay. Retreats to its tomb if it loses half of its hit points. Okay. Well, that sucks. So White. Let me just double check how that translates into Tales of Argosa. We could use a Wraith. Wraith are most commonly encountered as thralls. They're spectre masters. They may shift between incorporeal and physical form. So I think this actually matches the Wraith better. So we're going to use the Wraith instead of the White. So they can shift in and out of forms, causes them pain when they do so. So they only do so for short periods. They're often armed with ghostly weapons. Okay, right. So as the party is poking around in here, the Wraith appears, and I guess he's coming from this way, so he appears here. Now, this goblin, who apparently is hyperventilating, let's have a quick look at this. Scared out of his wits. He wants to get out of here alive. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so before the party has a chance to do anything, the goblin is gone. It just, bolts out of here, and we're not going to worry about Grub and what he might be able to do. Or tell us. Grub is gone as soon as the wraith appears. Okay. So. Alright. Now. So what does it say? It is partially and it attacks. So, we're not going to roll a reaction check. We're just going to assume that this is a battle. And I think we're in deep shit because... Yes, I should have thought more about my guy's gear because none of these guys have weapons that can affect an incorporeal undead creature. Let me see. So I think you need a cold iron. Obviously, if you had a magical weapon, you could affect it. But otherwise, you need a cold iron weapon, and none of them. I've got that. Neberchek. Let's check the magic. Brain burst. So, let me check what that actually says. I think it needs to be a physical creature for that. You directly assault the brain of a living creature. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's no good. So brain burst doesn't work. Hell blast. He could hell blast it. That would work. But I mean, he's only second level. It's 2d6. Save for half. Wraith have 6 hit dice. So, I mean, really. So if this was a proper adventure with a party, etc., etc., they would have to flee. There's really no way they could defeat this creature. I mean, I don't know. Hellblast might hurt it a little bit if he wins initiative and he manages to blow up, just as it appears. Whoosh. But I mean, there's every chance they'd be surprised, actually. So we should really check for that. Well, that makes it even worse. Yep, okay. So, we will do a stealth check for it at advantage because it is incorporeal 11. Wraith Dex is 17, so it makes it by 6. And then the party, oh, they make it actually. No. 9 makes it by 4. No, so the Wraith, yeah, it surprises them. So even worse. In deep shit now. Okay. So it gets a free round. But I'm just trying to think whether... So you couldn't Hell Blast it because he'll catch everybody in it. Well, he could, but that would not be a good idea. What we might have to do, for the purpose of the video, let's say that one of these two has got a cold iron weapon. So, who is it? Let's say, is it Lucius who has the cold iron spear? Yes, it is. Okay, so he's got a cold iron weapon, because otherwise they would just have to flee and that would be the end of everything. Which they might have to do anyway. In fact, because they're going to be in trouble now. Okay, so he's got a ghostly sword, D12 plus, okay, yep, 1d4 will loss. That's not good. Alright, let's roll his hit points. So the Wraith, what AC is he? 14, that's bad too. Okay, hit points. Oh, 10, 18, 22, 28 hit points. Okay. Alright, so who is going to cop it? I guess it's really random, I think, because they're all sort of looking around, searching and so on. So it could be any one of them, really. Oh no, he's got the light. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is Neberchek cops it. What the hell? The sorcerer has really copped it. This time around. Okay, so Wraith attacks. Plus 6, that's a hit. Damage is D12 plus D4 will loss. Not good. That's not good, Eddie. 4 will loss, 3 damage. That's actually At least he took... Oh, okay. He's still up. But for will loss, Shiza, now 5. What happens if you get reduced to 0? Creatures drained to 0 will die instantly with a pitiable shriek. Well, that's not good. Okay. So, now that was a surprise round. Now start of round 1. Ay. Okay. Right. Well, Neberchek's still the quickest, so let's start. He's going to try. Yes, he does go first. Okay. All right. So, the party goes first. Good. Now, what I guess, party will gang up on the creature. Neberchek has a spear, so he can actually, that's a second rank weapon. He could move behind the Barbarian and attack from there. The only trouble with that is that the creature will get an attack at him as he backs up. But he can dodge to give it disadvantage on that. So that's what he's going to do. Because he can't affect it anyway with his weapons, he might, if things get really bad, he might try and use a Hell Blast. I don't know. We'll see how we go at the end of this round. Okay. So he moves back. He's dodging, which means the thing is a disadvantage. So we'll take the 4 plus 6, 10. Misses. Okay, awesome. Now these two are fighting. He's here at the second rank, which actually doesn't help him. Yeah, because he doesn't have a spear that can affect the creature. But anyway, at least he's out of melee danger for the moment. So Lucius attacks. Oh my god, a fumble. So the Wraith gets an attack on him. 9 plus 6, that's going to be a hit. 15, so damage, d12. 6, nasty. d4 will loss. 2. Down to 9. Shite. And now it's Yord's go, but he can't actually do anything. 2. Does not have a magical weapon. He does have a magic potion. I suppose... Okay, let's say this. Let's say that he can pour the potion over his axe, his great axe, right? Or is this a waste? You can pour the potion over his great axe and we'll treat it like it's sort of a magical poison, so it works, either until he hits, it'll be a 1 hit, he'll be able to affect the creature, affect the Wraith, or until the end of the battle, if he just keeps missing, well then, it's wasted. It also drips off the blade and is wasted. So, is that a waste? Should they just flee? I mean, really, they should probably just flee. If this was a normal adventure that I was playing with a group, of course, I think the guys would probably just flee. But for the purposes of this video, so 28, they would have to get so lucky to beat this guy. I don't know. Oh, anyway, well, let's try it. We will see. He spends his action pouring his potion over his greatsword, so he's going to try and smack the creature next round with his magic potion blade. Okay, now it is actually now it's the Wraith's turn. So we'll say 1 to 3. It's on him. Oop. No, it's not. It's on Lucius. Let's go. 15. That's a hit. Ay. 9. Oh, that is Gonski. So let's see. He's in the wrong area, so he cannot do a rescue. We will see if the Barbarian can do a rescue. He's going to try. And basically he tries, he's poured the thing on his axe. He's sort of sweeping his axe around. It's glowing slightly from the potion, so he's going to try and distract the Wraith when it is about to clobber his friend. So first thing first is initiative check. Ay. No, fail. So technically you can't use a reroll on an initiative check. You can use it on a luck save. So no, rescue is attempted and fails. Lucius is down. Oh, this is bad. All right, but the cold iron spear is on the ground, so I guess the Barbarian can grab it. Well, he's got his magic axe at the moment. The wizard could grab it. Oh, this does not look good. Okay, and I guess we should do the will loss as well, just in case it matters later. 3. Down to 6. Okay. All right, Lucius, Gonskis. What? Okay. Next round. He's gone. It's Yord's go. Now, you know, yeah, normally you'd probably flee, but we're not going to. They lose. All right, so the Wraith goes. He will attack the Barbarian. Oh, 8 plus 6 is 14. That's a fucking hit. All right, D12. Oh my god, 11. That's so bad. Okay. That's so much damage that Neberchek will try and, you know, grab him by the scruff of his cloak and pull it back just at the right moment to try and save him. All right, so initiative check. Oh shit. Yes, he does. Okay, so now luck save. Oh my god. No. He does not even, no dex bonus, no nothing, no rerolls. Alas, he does not. So, the Barbarian takes 11, but yes, rage. He will rage. And on one of the things that the rage can do is it halves his damage. So instead of taking 11, he will take 5, which is nice. So he's down to 16. Still takes the will loss. 3. So he's now 9. Okay. Is there anything else to see? No, will loss. Okay. Alright. That's the race turn. Now, for Christ's sake, Yord. He could rage again for +2 to hit. Now, actually, because the party outnumbers the Wraith, they do get +1 to hit. Yes. He could rage and get another +2 to hit. Yeah, that's really... He may as well. Because it's... I don't know. It's bad times. Let's go. 10. 13. 14, 15, 16. He does hit. For the 14. Yes, okay. D12. Let's go. 6. Plus an extra 2. Plus the 4. He does 12, which is very... sizable. Nice. It's down to 14. Okay. Oh shit. Oh no, that's right. Because of the magic potion. Right. That's the only reason that worked. So he's used his magical potion, which was spread over his axe blade. Now the axe will not work any longer. This turn, Neberchek, well, I guess they maneuver around. It's their theatre of the mind after all. And Neberchek will scoop up the cold iron spear. So now he's got it. And he will have a stab at the Wraith. Come on. Ah, shite. That is a miss. Okay. That's it for that round. So, yeah, because the Wraith already went. Okay, next round. So now we are back to, I think we're back to Neberchek. So that's actually, he's got pretty decent initiative. All right. Okay, let's go. Yes, they go first. All right. Neberchek throws just gives the spear to Yord, who then attacks with it. Neberchek will stay behind, out of melee range. So let's go, Yord. Shit, that is a miss. Okay, now it's Neberchek's go. So, he could try for a Hell Blast. The trouble with that is he'll take himself out. And he may well... I don't think it's that desperate yet. We'll wait another round. Okay. So he doesn't do anything. He's basically just dodging. Wraith on Yord. Ooh. No, I think it's a hit. +6, 14. Oh, it's... Wait. 14, yes. Yeah, that's easily a hit. Okay. Well, no, it is a hit. Alright, D12. Ah, god damn it. 10, really? Down to 6. Okay, and D4 will... Oh. 1. Okay, well that's nice at least. Down to 8. Okay. Whew. Next round. So now it's going to be Yord. Well... Yes, he's raging. So he's still got the +2. I think. Wait, it only lasts a number of rounds equal to the con bonus. Oh yes, 3 rounds. So he is still raging. Awesome. Right, so he attacks with the spear. God damn it. Curse you dice. So even with the extra +2, +3, +6, no. Miss. Alright. Well, oh shit, he's down to 6. That's so bad. Okay. Well, and Neberchek is on. Oh my god, he's very bad as well. No. He can't really do anything, so it's just, we're just, yeah, praying to the gods here at this point. Because he's done. Oh, it's a hit. Okay. 6. No! He's gone. Alright, Yord is down. We'll do the will thing. 4. Okay, that's very poor. Alright, anyways, he's out. So, whew. Now, we're going to need some insanely good. So normally, yeah, look, should have fled. It was not a good, it was not good. It was no good. This was not a good battle to go into. But for the purpose of the video, I thought we would continue. All right, so let's just keep going. So there's really not a lot to do. So he'll pick up the spear, scoop it up, and I mean, actually that takes his turn to pick it up. So we're pretty much in the shit because it takes his turn to pick it up, unless he's just going to hell blast it. But if he does that, he'll hit himself. And he cannot possibly. No, he's just going to have to. Okay, picks it up. Let's go. Wraith, it's a hit. Shit, please roll low. 6, no, you bastard. He's gone. Oh, alas. It is a TPK. That was a very short, well, feels like it was short. I don't know how long this actually ran for, but alas, they are taken out by the Wraith at the Riddermound. So, that is unfortunate. Oh, well, I guess, actually, you know what? There is still, now let's not forget, there is still, where is he? Where's his little thing? Bok. Bok is up here. Well, I don't know. He may gather his courage and come back down to, because presumably after Wraith, you know, puts all these bugs down, goes back to his, I assume, goes back to the, his tomb in there. So there is some prospect. They're not dead yet. They're on 0. Oh, wait, hang on. No. If you're drained to 0, will you die instantly? But otherwise, not necessarily so. Just for the purpose of this adventure, there is some prospect that Bok could come back down and check on the bodies to see whether they're actually dead or not. If he doesn't do that, they're definitely dead. So, I reckon, he is a madman, remember? So he's crazy. All right, let's go. I'm going to say even chance. There's an even chance he'll come back down to see what's going on. Yes, he does. He does come back down to check the bodies. Oh my god. With a boon. Some kind of fortune. So Bok returns, climbs down, comes down here, checks the bodies. So let's see. Are they dead or are they not? Aye. All right. So it is so the dead test is basically a roll under 10 plus your con or will mod. It's not going to be will. Going to be con, so he needs an 11. He has 0 rerolls. So is Lucius still alive? Yes, he is. Holy shit. Okay, he's alive. Is Yord alive? 13. That's not good. He has rerolls though, so he will. Wait, no, 13 makes it for him. Because con plus 3, alive. Alright, Neberchek. 4, yes. Okay. So they are actually, after that horribleness with the Wraith, they're all still alive, but they all have to roll on the injuries and setbacks table. So let's have a look. So that's a d20. So we're just going to roll left to right like usual. Oh, that's pretty bad. So that is a 7. That is a 20. Oops. 7, 7, 7. 20 is exceptionally bad. And another 7. Well, we might re-roll the double 7 just for... Well, no, okay. We'll just leave it. Righto. So 7 is muscle tear, lose 1d6 strength, dex or con. Okay. So the Wraith has torn out part of their muscle. So 2, okay, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is strength, so he loses 2 strength. So muscle tear. Okay, and Yord, oh my god, it had to be Yord. Yord's got the 20, which is a broken neck. He's helpless, paralysed from the neck down until treated by an apothecary and 12 weeks of rest. And he permanently loses 1 point of con. Shite. Well, that is a bastard, but at least he's still alive. So he's got a broken neck. He's out of the adventure. Basically, they have to take him back up the top. He's Gonski. Okay, so Yord's out of it. And Neberchek. Well, we already rolled a 7. We're rolling. 12. Just for something different. 12, which is for Neberchek, swelling on the brain. Swelling on the brain, which is a random madness, which lasts 1d10 days. So let's do that. D10, 6 days. So he's got 6 days worth of random madness, and we'll just see what that is. D20. 4. Skewed levity. You laugh at odd or inappropriate moments and no longer find common humour funny. Oh, so he's sort of crazy laughter, crazed laughter. Okay, that might come into it later, possibly. We will see. Okay, 6 days. All right. Well, that was a bad battle. Bok, however, has returned, which is certainly a massive boon. Oh yeah, that's right. There was a little boon there. So I don't know what that exactly might be. Well, I guess it would be that perhaps the Wraith did leave them alone in the first place and didn't sort of continue to, I don't know, suck the life out of them as they were lying there on the ground. Okay, so at the end of the battle, so once they sort of wake up in 1d3 minutes, they will be doing short rests to try and recover some hit points. Alright, so let's go. He's on 5, so he's fine. Okay, so Lucius. Oh, let's do it in here. Oh yes, success. So that's actually pretty good. So for Lucius, we will get back a reroll. Thank you. And he's still got one of them, and we'll get back half the damage. This goes up to 12. Oh no, sorry. He's on 1. So he wakes up on 1. He can get 8 back, so he ends up with 9. Because he can get back half his damage. Okay. And Neberchek's similar. Let's see. A 1 and a 1. So he gets back. He gets 2 things as well. So he will get. He's still got 2 spells. He's got no rerolls. He's only got 13 hit points. Oh, stuff it. So we'll take 1 reroll and we'll get half his hit points. So he's on 1. His damage is, so he gets back to 7. Okay. Alright. I mean, the alternative is we could have 0 rerolls and get half back of the damage again. So 7 to 13, that's 6. He could get back up to 10. Actually, he'll do that. So he's going to have no rerolls. He'll get that hit points back. Now, healer's kit. So you can use that. Oh no, so it doesn't matter because you can use the healer's kit to help someone, or automatically, I think, you turn a failure into a failed will check into a success so it's easier for them to get their abilities back. But he made both his rolls anyway, so don't need to. Okay. All right. So I guess then what basically happens is Bok takes Well, no, I guess I'll just leave him here for now. That's probably the safest place for the Barbarian. So Yord is here in the... Yord, he lives, but broken neck. Nasty. 12 weeks to fix. So he's being left in area 5, which is where the goblin used to hide. Used to be hiding, whoever he was, Grub, but he's gone. And the other 2 will soldier on now. So the Cold Iron Spear is back with Lucius. They know that the... Now in this, it says the Wraith retreats to its tomb if it loses half of its HP. We did get it 28 hit points, 14. We did get it to half its HP. But anyway, too bad. We can't go back and redo all that. It's too difficult. But what we'll do, it says that, let's see. It says it fully recovers there in one stretch, so we regenerate. So we're not going to, and also we got that boon or whatever, so we're going to say the Wraith has returned to area 9, but it does not regenerate. So that is the boon. Something about that magical potion that Yord, poor bastard, put on his axe. It stops him from regenerating in the way that he usually would. Okay, all right. So lights with the wizard. Yep. I think we'll go with this now. So at the front is, oh no, well he's got the light. So he's got to be in the middle, doesn't he? Yep, okay. Sorcerer with the light. Lucius, the bard, a little bit ahead. And Bock, our stalwart barbarian friend. Thank God for Bock. Thank God. Well, the party was gone. Anyway, that's how awesome these little island guys can be sometimes. Okay. Thank God for him. Yes. He managed to get some of us, well, pretty much everybody back on their feet. To some degree. Alright, now. So we know there's this awful fucking wraith somewhere in the complex. Well, the party knows it's somewhere. They don't know exactly where. They also know there's a mummy here. And the only reason they came to this freaking place is to get some treasure and get the hell out. So far, so nothing. Because in 5, pretty sure it said that it's vandalized. It's already been clearly visited by grave robbers. So there is nothing in here. Grub, whatever clue he had, he's gone. So as they move up here for random encounter, Jesus. Let's see. I mean, if this is something, well, let's just see. We will say, let's gonna cut him a break. Oh yes, okay. I've used this boon many times. We're gonna say the boon is we're gonna make this an unlikely. Oh shite, doesn't help us because what happens is with these consult the bones dice. If you say it's going to be unlikely or likely, if one of the dice is the opposite of what you expect, you re-roll that dice. And if it's the hammer of judgment, the trump die, you re-roll that die. But in this instance, it makes no difference because even if I re-roll this one and it's a no, it cancels that, you're still left with a yes. So there is a random encounter. Let's go D6. 3, a giant spider. Hi. Are attacked by a giant spider dwelling in a cavity behind one of the walls. Alright then. So let's go to giant spider, I guess. So we'll use, let's see, we can discard this. Well, I mean, no, actually, it's going to be down here like this. So I guess it will drop on. Well, let's see if they detect it first. Okay, I'll use red for the beastie, and green is going to be Lucius. So even if it was hiding, 15. Oh, that's awfully bad. Super bad. Has he got new rolls? No, he does not. So yes, alas. Holy shit. This spider catches them unaware. Okay. Giant spider. Alright. So, giant spider. He has AC 13. That's pretty bad. It does 2 plus 2. Does 1d6, it's got plus 2, 1d6 plus 1 plus a poison. Okay. GM decides the poison or roll 1d20 on the poison table. So let's do 1d20 on the poison table. Now, for the love of God. 2. That's nice and low. Loses memory. Okay, that's a weird poison for a spider to have. Loses memory for 48 hours. Okay, that's actually that's pretty nice. So obviously against other creatures, maybe it has a more debilitating effect, but for humans, this particular spider does not, well, that could be very serious depending on the adventure, but for this one, it's probably not overly serious, unless they all forget about their barbarian. They probably, whatever, let's go. All right, so they did not notice it. It gets a drop on them. It is going to attack one of them. Let's go randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's Neberchek, who is, let's just get this in the right order. Yep, Neberchek, who's got the light. Okay, so it drops on him. Oh, that's definitely a hit. Damage. Oh, that's nice at least. It's low damage. 2. Luck save for the poison. Oh, wow, I should roll in here. No, it's a fail. So he does lose his memory. Shit. Okay. I don't know if that'll matter. Loses memory of the last 48 hours. Okay. Alright. That's not ideal, I guess. And then it is the normal round. So we will do Neberchek first with initiative 14. Shite. No. Fails. Oh, wait. Yep. He's going to inspire greatness. He's like, come on, to battle, boys. And so with the +2, they do make the initiative. So let's start with, we'll start with Lucius, who uses his spear. Yes. Okay. That's a nat 19 damage. 5. 2 hands. So that's 6. Let's roll this creature's hit points. Oh, it's only got 5 hit points. Okay, well that's nice. Taken out. Lucius gets in there, takes out the giant spider with his spear before any more damage is done. Okay, nice. Alright, we'll get a tiny bit XP for that. Now, does that really count as an encounter that they can short rest from? Probably not. It was all over very quickly. Really, I would say that does not count as a significant encounter, so we'll just keep moving. Alright. Now, okay, all right, so we've reached a point where, from memory, we can push this, this portcullis. It's got a broken key stuck in it. Impossible to unlock, but can be broken down. Yeah, okay. All right, but if you break it down, you attract the bloody wraith. Shite. Okay. I mean, is there any treasure obviously in this room? Mummified woman in gilded chainmail. Oh yeah, so the armor gilded. It's not rusty or anything. That armor might be good. The chainmail. Let's have a look. Gilded chainmail is light and flexible. Yeah, it's like elven chain or something. Okay, so that is interesting. That's basically some treasure, which is what the party is here for. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not really anything else they can do. So I guess they start breaking down the... Well, does that make the mummy attack? She guards the entrance. If they try to open the door, touch the warhammer. Oh, there's a warhammer. What? Okay. She demands they leave. Speaks in ancient tongue. Yep. Might not be able to understand. Okay. Face contorts, goes horrible. Blah, 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 blah. Fiend crusher. The mummified woman's claw-like hand rests on a magnificent warhammer. Oh, okay. So there's definitely treasure here. So on this table is a jewel-encrusted warhammer. It's magical and glows red whenever the bearer is within 10 meters of a demon. Okay, so there's definitely treasure in this room. So yeah, best start banging on the portcullis till it breaks. That attracts the wraith. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like she actually does anything until they try and get into try and open the oak door, which leads to the wraith's tomb in here. So wraith appears. I'm going to say that it comes out through the door, across here, past his wife apparently. She's guarding her husband's tomb, so they see it coming, and we're gonna give Neberchek a chance then to hellblast this room. So as the thing appears, they're like, "Oh shoot!" Neberchek will try and cast hellblast. Let's go. Ah dear. All right. Oh, now 7 is awesome because that is a great success, which means he gets to roll his damage with advantage. Nice. Oh, 10. Or 10, or 10 damage. That's freaking good. Alright, now, the Wraith needs to make it save. Oh, that's really on the edge. Let's do it again. Yes! Wraith fails, so it takes 10. Thank you very much. So it's down to 4. They could possibly take the Wraith out. All right, and the mummy, Jesus Christ. Is this actually a mummy? I don't know, we'll worry about her later because she's not coming through the portcullis yet. She's not. All right, and then it moves in. Okay, so. Oh, well, he would have to be at the front, so it's going to be Neberchek at the front. The torch. I mean, what they would do actually is as it approaches, they move back, shoot the thing, blast, keep moving back into here. So they'll be in this, back in this chamber. But, so there's the Wraith. And, okay. Oh, wait, holy cow. Let's do our DDM check and we're up to 3. It does trigger. Oh, shit. All right. Let's see what that is. So we trigger the dark and dangerous magic check. Okay. All right. D100. Just going left to right. 64. 64 is 64. Oh. 1 hatred. All enemies within close range target you above all others. They will expose themselves to free attacks due to movement in order to do so. It lasts 2d6 rounds. So, with that Hellblast, which, well, I mean, I think anyway, the Wraith would have gone for him, but it's definitely going for him now. It wants him utterly destroyed. So the Wraith is coming for him. Okay. Alright. So, it's initiative. Yes, because it first appeared, Hellblast, and then we'll do initiative for next round. Okay, so we will go with Neberchek again. Nope, fail. Okay, alas, Wraith attacks him. 14, that's a hit. D12. Oh, 4. Yes, he's still up. Okay, will damage. What's he on? He's on pretty low actually. Okay, he's down to 3. That's really shit. Really shit. Almost gonski. Alright, now to there go. Neberchek cannot actually do anything except possibly DDM resets down to 1. He could Heal Blast again, but he would end up taking himself out and so on and so on. So we are just going to pray that Lucius hits. That's really all we can do. Okay. Come on, Lucius. Now they outnumber at 3 to 1, so actually he gets +2 to hit. Lucius will also charge. Yep, okay. Charging. Another +2, so a total +4. Let's go. Yes. So that is 18, which is a hit. 2 hands on the spear. Yes. All right. He gets it. What the? Magic spear. Yes. Takes out the Wraith. All right. Done. Thank God for that. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Alright, so there will be some XP for that later. XP for taking out the Wraith. Now, does that really count as a significant combat. I mean, it was a blast, and then he got hit once, and then it takes him out. I think we're going to say that it still is not, even though it's a very effing serious monster. They already got that short rest before when Bok revived them, so I can say it's not a short rest moment right now. So okay, so they go back, break down his portcullis. There's the mummy in here. She got the warhammer. So this could be very awesome. So what I think would happen is the party. So what they would probably do. All right. She demands that they leave the burial mound in peace. Oh wait, she guards the entrance. If the player tries to open the oak door to 9, right, or touch the warhammer fiend crusher, then she demands that they leave. Okay. If they persist, horrifying grimace and she attacks. Okay, that's bad. Yep. Okay. Right, I assume this is... Oh, it is magical. The warhammer is magical and goes red. Okay. And you get magic armor as well. Okay. And there's some other bits and pieces here. Nothing really need to worry about too much. So, there is a mummy in here. I mean, I guess we would stat this out as a proper mummy. So, really, that would be deep shit because the mummy is... That is a 7 hit dice creature, and it causes mummy rot which prevents you from healing until the adventure ends. Okay, that's very bad news, and the guys are somewhat beat up. All they really want is some treasure out of this room. There is the warhammer sitting on the table, her hands on it. Do we have anything that can... well... I mean, she's pretty sort of non-responsive until they actually try and steal something. So... I mean... They can't defeat a mummy in combat. They just can't. But what they could probably do is snatch the warhammer and run out. They can probably outrun it. Run the hell out of there if they can get hold of the warhammer. So I think we could do a dex check against the mummy's strength, probably, because her hand is on it. Yep. Post strength versus dex check. Snatch the warhammer away. If they're successful, they run like hell. If they are unsuccessful, well, really, I guess they're going to run like hell because they cannot defeat this mummy. If they try and open this door, she will still attack. So whatever treasure in there, we are not getting because they're just not going to be able to survive. Now, forgot, we've got the Barbarian in here with a broken neck. So really, someone would have to run and grab him. And so I think what we could do is say that Bok is going to go get the Barbarian, drag him up to here. How do you get him out? You really need some rope to carry him out. Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, there's probably some way it could be done with tying bedrolls together or stripping that down and making a rope out of that and then dragging him up through the hole. So at some point, they managed to do that. And then it's back to the, okay, these two are in here. They're looking at that warhammer greedily. And who is best to do it? Probably, yeah, I guess Lucius is the best to do it. What's he got? No particular skills that help. Or this guy. He's got his Hell Blast. He does have one more Hell Blast, but I just can't see it. They take double damage from fire. Well, okay, so what will happen is the wizard will stand at the back of this corridor so that if he is successful and runs this way, then the wizard will hell blast this area to try and dissuade the mummy from pursuing them with the warhammer. And the other thing I guess they could have done is when they made a hole in this portcullis, only make it just quite a small hole. I mean, I don't know how big the mummy is, but you know, it might just take it a bit longer to get through, sort of thing. If it gets caught on it or whatever. Anyway, okay, let's just see. All right, so we're going to say green is Lucius, who tries to snatch the warhammer. Red is the mummy. We're doing a pose roll. See if you can snatch it off the table. And then do the bolt. Oh! Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay. So, it's a 4. So he makes it by 7. Now, do any of these things help? Not really. Makes it by 7. And the mummy, 9. Oh, its strength is going to be really good. 19. Makes it by 10. So what was it? 7 versus 10. Yeah. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Can't do it. Oh, no. He's out of inspiration anyway. Traps and locks, no. If it was sleight of hand, you know, maybe. Anyway, basically can't. Okay, so alas, tries to snatch the hammer, fails. The, you know, mummified claw just grabs onto it and lifts it up because she's going to about brain him. And they go, fuck this, and flee. And I'm just going to say that this video, I think, is going pretty long now. So these two flee out of the chamber and away and off into the wilderness they go. And yeah, we'll call it quits. So that was really not a very successful outing because they did not come back with any treasure whatsoever. In fact, what they came back with is Yord with a broken neck. So he's going to need to spend 3 months recovering. Oh, I guess they did make a friend out of Bok. So, you know, maybe in a campaign you would continue with Bok possibly. He's got to get over his disease. So they might have a bit of a... They've, you know, managed to pick up a hireling, in a sense. A free hireling on the way, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, geez. They really did not manage to find anything of any... That was so close. They could have come away with the magic warhammer. Not today, not to be. All right, and I think we will leave it there. I don't know. I might do a little hex crawl back to the inn as a sort of final third session. I'm not sure. I might do that as a sort of ending for it all because maybe they'll pick up some treasure on the way back. But yeah, alas, they were not able to conquer the Riddermound. Those beasties were just too fierce for a party of 3 level 2 adventurers, even with Mighty Bok with them. All right, that's it for now. Okay, cheers all.